Okay, welcome to tutorial number 3. Okay, now, if you were to notice, okay, when I click a preview, if I were to move my player, okay, towards the left, what happens is that it will just go all the way to the left, and then you will not see it anymore because it is outside of the playing area. So what can we do with it? Okay, go and click your player again, this time around under behavior. Okay, we are going to add one more, which is bound to layout. Okay, so what does bound to layout means is that, okay, it will always be within the playing area. It will not actually go out from it. Okay, what we can do is just let us try and see whether does it work. Okay, you can see that that's how much it can go. Okay, how far it can go. It will not go further than that. Okay, I think we have settled that. Next, what we are going to do is, okay, we are going to create an enemy for this time around, because it's going to be lonely for this player. Okay, it wouldn't be too fun to play with. Okay, if let's say if you have only him jumping onto the platform and that's it. Okay, so we're going to create an enemy. For now, I think you should be familiar with the process. Okay, so enemy, and then click on insert. What you can do is still using the fill bucket. Okay, this time around maybe the enemy, I want it to look something okay, bright, be red in color, and the same process like what we did with the player. Okay, we are still going to use the brush tool. Now for the eyes, I will just choose white. Maybe this one is a bit too small. Increase the size again. Yeah, I think that should be nice. Just move towards the left so that I can choose, okay, black. Reduce the size again. Okay, I think that should be okay. Now I'm going to use this. Okay, maybe what I can do is I'll try to make an angry eyebrow over here. Okay, and do I need to put in mouth? Maybe not. I want to actually make him look very grumpy. Yes, something like that. Okay. It can be fun for your children, especially those primary school students, right? Okay, they will try to actually experiment and spend quite a bit of time doing this, but for a start, right, just get them to do something simple, something like this. Yeah, okay, then click off. Okay, why is my sprite, regardless whether it's the player or the enemy, it is looking towards the right? I will tell you why. Okay, so that it is going to be very easy for us to actually do the script later. Same thing like what we did with the platform. Okay, if let's say you want to have the same size, okay, your enemy the same size as your player, just click on your player, copy the size, click on your enemy, and then paste the size that you copied, enter. Okay, so you will have the same size. Okay, but what you need to do now, okay, because the enemy will need to be always within the playing area. Okay, so we will need to actually make sure that, okay, there is some walls all around the playing area. Okay, I will give you some description how to actually do that. So copy, paste. This one can act as the ceiling. Okay, for the top, paste again. Okay, now it is horizontal. What you can do, you can actually change the angle over here, make it to 90. Okay, put it there, somewhere around there, and then you can make it a bit shorter. Yeah, and then the next one you can copy from here and then paste. Then you can actually copy on the other side. Okay, of course you can stretch it out, but it's not necessary for you to actually put it inside. okay, just somewhere outside of the box, so that when you click it will not be visible. When you actually click preview, it will not be visible. You don't want to see okay, the walls there. Now for your player, what is the behavior that we're going to put? Okay, because you want it to move automatically, you don't want to actually use your keyboard to control it. Okay, so what we're going to do is add behavior, scroll down, and then add bullet. Okay, so it will be by default will be moving from left to right. Okay, but there's one more thing that you need to add on. Okay, look under the behavior, make sure you're still selected, the player is still selected. Okay, speed wise you can change. Okay, acceleration means it is after some time what happens that it will speed up. Okay, if you have numbers here for your acceleration. Gravity is after some time it will just slowly fall on to the floor. Okay, this is the one that I'm talking about, bounce off solid. Make sure it is click. Okay, set angle if you don't want it to tumble about. Okay, if you want it to be just right side up, okay, you can click off the set angle, but I think it is alright. Okay, leave it as it is. But for now what we are going to do is for the angle, okay, we are going to actually have a bit of tilt over here. Maybe I can put it at 10%, sorry, 10 degrees. Opacity, leave it as it is, and then let us just see okay how it works. Okay, you can see that it is bouncing around. Okay, whenever it hits something solid, you can see that it will bounce. Okay, the reason why I make it okay at that angle, so that sometimes things like this will happen. Okay, so what you can do is you can just change a bit of the angle again. Just now was 10, maybe you can put it at 12 or 15, doesn't matter. Okay, this is something which you can try, but of course it is going to be very boring if let's say you only have one enemy. Okay, copy it and then paste. Okay, and of course you can change the angle again. Maybe this one will be 30. I'm gonna paste again. I'm not gonna put so many, but I leave it up to you. Okay, if you want to add in more enemies. Okay, so let me just see. It will be flying about. If you can see, when it touches the wall over here, okay, it will not go out, it will just be bouncing about. Okay, okay, I think that should be good. Now what we are going to do next is, okay, we are going to actually get your player to actually shoot out bullets, so that at least they can kill the enemy. So what can we do is, again, insert an object. Okay, it will be a sprite, just name it as bullet. Insert. So we are not going to make anything fancy. The bullet, we can still use the brush tools over here. Okay, what you can do is just have a dot there, but this time around make sure that your image point is right in the middle. If let's say if it's okay, alright, if somewhere around here or here or here, so what you need to do is you click on the image point over here and then click right in the middle. Okay, I think this is just fine. And the next thing that you need to do, make sure that you remember to actually crop it. Okay, reason being, if let's say if the bounding box is bigger, before it hits, okay, the bullet hits, okay, because what happens is that the bounding box will hit your enemy first. Okay, before anything, your enemy will be destroyed, so it is not that realistic now. Yeah, okay, so this is one is done, so close it. You can actually choose any color. I just use black so it's easy for me to see. Yeah? Okay, so you don't need to put it inside, just leave it outside. And then what you need to do is, okay, just reduce the size. You don't need it to be so big. Okay, the bullet must be much smaller than your player. Okay, I'm just trying to see whether is this good enough. I think that should be good, or slightly smaller. And then for the behavior, I'm going to put in bullet. Okay. if you can understand just now, okay, you see how the animal moves. Okay, by default it moves from left to right. Okay, so when it is done, what we are going to do is I'm going to introduce you to event sheet. Okay, so you can click on the event sheet over here. Oh, before that, what you need to do is, because we are going to use your keyboard to trigger the bullet, to shoot bullet, so what we need to do is right click, insert new object. You will need to put in an input over here, so it will be the keyboard, and click on insert. Alright, immediately you will see over here in your project bar, you will see the keyboard. Okay, so click on event sheet. Okay, add event over here. The first thing that you need to do is keyboard, on key press. Okay, so you will need to choose, normally I just choose the space bar, press OK, and done. Okay, what will happen? Okay, so your player will spawn another object, meaning that when you click on the space bar, okay, your player, okay, will actually shoot out bullet or spawn another object. So click on next, and over here what you need to use is bullet. Press OK. Okay, layer you just leave it as it is. Image point, just now we have already done so we don't need to actually put in anything. So press done. Okay, let us just see. Okay, you can move, and you can see if you were to press your space bar, okay, bullet will come out from your player. Okay, but of course let us go back to layout. Click here. Of course, the speed of the bullet, you can actually make it faster. Okay, click on your bullet and then look under behavior, under speed. By default it is 400, sorry, but you can change it to 600 if you want to. Acceleration, it is as it goes, it can actually speed up. So gravity, leave it. Bounce off solid, I don't think you will need it, but leave everything behind. Set angle, all this, leave it as it is. Okay, let's just see. Just now we changed the speed. Will it go faster this time? Okay, much faster. Okay, so that will be the end of tutorial 3. I will see you in the next tutorial.